And we're back, Clique 45. I'm your boy AY and I'm with
Oz.
You know how it is. I'm going to give you your weekly subscription of Premier League, of Premier League football.
And talking about subscriptions, make sure you are following, subscribing on all of our TikToks.
I like that link up.
Our YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm a segue man. What can I say? Yeah, definitely keep up to date with us. Make sure you're following us on all of our content.
Indeed.
Make sure you're there for us on the journey. We've already reached road to 1K on our TikTok. Now we'd like to do that with our YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, that's
YouTube is slacking.
Yeah, YouTube's is slacking. That's got to be our next one.
You guys aren't watching the videos. You're not watching the videos, mate.
After our competition, though, our viewership has gone up a bit.
But you need to watch the videos.
Yeah, definitally. I agree.
I need more comments on those videos, not the short ones, the 1 hour ones. I want you to be watching them. I'm talking to you. Keep watching. You need to watch them videos.
That could be its own little TikTok short in itself. But anyways, let's get ourselves started with this roundup, starting with Leeds versus Newcastle, 2-2 draw. Very interesting from Newcastle to sort of is it a bottle? Considering
they didn't take the match seriously.
Considering it's Sam Allardyce now at the wheel of Leeds United and Ellen Road. I'm surprised that Newcastle sort of slacked as much as they did in front of goal. I think when it comes to the big chances that they missed or the chances they created for themselves, it was only around 2, and obviously they scored 2 goals.
Penalties.
Yeah, so
2 penalties.
Like I'm surprised at how uncreative they were.
I think Newcastle's intensity just dropped off this latter part of the season. I think they've pushed themselves to a particular limit this season. And now,
I think they've reached that ceiling, haven't they? Where they're like, this is where we are. And I think they're happy with it as Newcastle.
They need to be careful though.
Yeah, 100%. Because Liverpool are creeping and they're on the same points as Man United as well. So it's going to be interesting whether we see them slip up. True. I highly doubt they'll slip up.
I don't think so.
I doubt it because they've got 3 games to go. And if I am not wrong, their next 3 games are... If it comes up, let me see who their next 3 games are. Okay, so their next 3 games are
Brighton.
No, Leicester twice. Interesting. And Chelsea, is that right?
That's not right. They've got Brighton.
They got Brighton. They got Leicester, Chelsea, and Brighton. Then is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
I mean, there are games that you could expect them to drop points, especially Brighton, but they should beat Leicester. And with the way Chelsea have been in sort of this...
Off and on, you don't know what Chelsea
exactly. You don't know what type of Chelsea, especially when they beat Wolves last week. And
you don't
know what they're going to do against them. But it'll be interesting to see how Newcastle do end the season, because I feel like no matter what you say in terms of like, it's the end of the season, let's just... you need to end it strong.
Winning.
And you need to keep that mentality.
Winning. And when you come against a team that is managed by Sam Allardyce, you know it's going to be a tough day. It's going to be a tough day and they're fighting for survival.
100%.
I think Sam Allardyce would be unhappy he didn't get the 3 points because they did have a penalty and Patrick Bamford that was a horrible penalty. Horrible penalty. If they go down, they're going to look at him because he's missed some vital chances.
There's been times in the season where he has looked a bit thing, like against Crystal Palace. I remember moments against Arsenal. I remember some moments.
I do not know what happened. This guy was like on something else during lockdown football. He scored like 16 goals in the Prem.
That
was just like abnormal.
Do you see what happens to some players when they don't play in front of fans? When they don't have the pressure. When they don't have pressure.
Injured. He's crap. He's playing crap. I think Sam Allardyce will still try and get more from the boys because they could have won that match. That was a winnable match.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a winnable match. And just a shout out to Newcastle's assistant manager
Tyndall.
He's been with Eddie Howe since they used to play at Bournemouth together.
I think that's right.
Coach Bournemouth together, coach Burnley together. But why do you like to be the centre of attention all the time? Like,
I think he's always, wherever he is, he's sort of shadowing whatever Eddie Howe does.
There was a clip against Bournemouth. We just finished the match and he wanted to shake O'Neill's hand before Eddie Howe and O'Neill just looked at him like, bro, you're not the manager, bro. At the end of the day, you're not the first team coach.
Maybe he needs a first team role.
He needs to calm down, bro. Even the Premier League needs to work on their security as well because a fan came
Yeah, I saw
right
that.
up
I
to
saw that. Yeah,
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe, and I
Like,
don't know.
bro, he touched him
Was
as well.
that a Leeds fan?
I don't know. It could have
Yeah.
been a Newcastle fan. I don't know. But he touched him. He touched him up. And like, bro, that could have been anything.
Oh, that could have been.
That
He
could
could
have
have
been-
had anything.
He could have had anything on him.
Imagine
so,
if he had something
bro,
on him. What could have
security,
happened to Eddie Howe
all the
then?
stewards, them,
Oh.
like, he touched him. He physically
Yeah.
touched him. He had time to talk to him as well.
Yeah, sacked
So,
in the morning.
Security,
Sacked
work
in the
on that.
morning,
Work on that.
exactly.
That could have been Tyndall, you know.
No, it could have
It
been.
could have been him as well.
I mean, if Eddie Howe got hit, he probably went down as well. Like that as well. He
I got
probably,
injured.
yeah, he probably went down with him if that happened.
Oh, man.
Tyndall
But I
might have
think
done that.
Leeds are still in it. They can still survive the drop. But yeah, it was a good match.
Yeah, not too bad considering
bad.
also there was a red card.
Free Pro as well. What are you doing?
Junior Firpo, he's not a
Firpo,
great
yeah.
player, man.
What is
I'm
he
surprised.
doing?
How is he a Barcelona graduate? He doesn't.
Firpo,
Oh my days.
Emerson Royale, to me, they're the same person.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like looking in a mirror.
Yeah,
One's
they're
left
the
back, one
same
right back.
person.
Innit? Yeah.
Those guys are just calamities,
Yeah, oh,
man.
yeah, that's so true.
It
That
didn't
is
cost
so
them the
true.
game, but at the same time, I think Bamford would have gone home thinking, I've totally lost it for the guys now. I've lost it for the guys. Because that was a winnable match, but
Yeah.
we move on.
We'll see.
move
Yeah,
on.
let's see how they do in the next week. Moving on, we can go on to Crystal Palace versus Bournemouth. 2-0 now to Crystal Palace. A very, very good performance by Crystal Palace, and Eze is just lighting up.
Double.
He's just playing ridiculously currently under Brendan Rodgers? Yeah, that's his. No, what's his name? Roy Hodgson. Why did I think Brendan Rodgers? I don't know why. Roy Hodgson, yeah, playing under Roy Hodgson just like beautifully. And I think the question that's got to come out of this, him and Olise have really stepped up now.
Yep.
How much do you reckon they're worth?
Right now,
Yeah.
I think because of English tax for Eze, I think he could go for 40, 50 about now, similar to what Iwobi went for when he sold him to Everton.
Yeah.
Olise, on the other hand, being French, that vavavoom.
Yeah.
He's an alright player, I must say. There's still room for
I
improvement.
like him. He reminds me, like, he sort of plays out wide and he's sort of technical. He's a technical player. He reminds me of Riyad Mahrez for these reasons. And I like the way he plays.
He needs to shoot more on goal. I mean, he's got his free kick technique. He's got 10 assists this season. So I feel him, maybe 30, 40 as well. I don't want to go too extravagant with the 60s and the 50s because at the same time, they were nearly close to a relegation scrap battle. They haven't really shown. I think next season they're going to actually show us that they're game changers. Yeah. And they can drag
and if
this
Hodgson,
club
it will
up.
be interesting if Hodgson stays. Yeah.
I don't think he should. He needs to retire.
Yeah.
Like he said he was going to. His wife's not happy.
Yeah, I bet. He's 70 years old and he's still on the football pitch. He should be outside playing golf or something with his boys.
Zaha had a good game.
Zaha was brilliant.
Involved in the first goal. He may be looking at moving on. They said they're going to offer him 200k. I don't think he wants to stay. I think he wants to move on.
Where does he go though? Is there a Premier League side in the top 6 that would take him? I would say the only likely ones that are Tottenham and Newcastle.
He doesn't want to go to Tottenham. He's
an Arsenal fan, isn't he?
I think Newcastle could get him. I think any team that gets him, they could do with a solid left winger as well. That's someone that they can actually trust to sort of be a rotational sort of left winger, especially with Europe happening next season. Definitely for Newcastle, have more players.
Wilfried Zaha will be probably looking at Newcastle as an opportunity to put a foot stamp into the European stage where he wasn't able to do for Man United.
I mean, age is not on his side. He's getting older.
Yeah,
I think
30,
he's 30.
31.
He needs to play
like
in the Champions League at least.
Yeah, he needs the time. I think he did that with Man United, if I'm not wrong. He might have done like a couple minutes, but only off the bench. Yeah, it was only off the bench. He
was in and out of Moyes' daughter then times.
I thought you were going to say out of Man United's side.
He was that, but he was also in and out of Moyes' daughter. So I think his head wasn't in the game then. His head wasn't in the game then. So
when you're young and like sort of at a big team, his head's probably gone in it. Yeah.
But now I think he's matured enough to know that
he's made mistakes.
This should be his last season.
Yeah, he needs to move on.
Palace,
yeah, I agree.
He needs to break from that bondage that is Selhurst Park. Break from it.
Because some players need to have that moment where they can move on. Definitely. We can move on to the next game now.
Yeah.
Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Unai Emery showing Tottenham that he's still better than Tottenham Hotspur.
Basically,
literally that's how it is, because Unai Emery has set up Aston Villa really well. They have they had a bit of a drop off last week. Who did they lose to again? You might want to remind me. Because you seem to be like a...
Aston Villa lost to... Last time I remember them losing was United, but that wasn't last season.
I swear they lost last week. Oh, Wolves. That's it. Wolves. They lost to Wolves. That's what it was. It was 1-0 or something like that. Yeah, 1-0. It was 1-0. I remember. And we looked at the XG, but Aston Villa's XG was better.
Yeah.
Aston Villa's XG was better than Wolves, but they still lost. But this time, they're still creating the chances. They're set up really well to go on the attack.
That setup, yeah. Their back line has gotten that offside trap to a T. Either that or the Tottenham players were just not timing their runs.
They're not focused.
They were just getting, like, there were some runs, that Son should have timed because he put the ball in the back of the net.
How many times?
Twice, I think, but they were both offside. You just needed to time the run. You got too eager. I don't know where he's running to. Calm down, bro.
Yeah, no, like, honestly, it's so true. I don't know where that coaching was.
Richarlison as well. Offside. He was never going to score anyway, so I don't know. I was never going to score anyway.
He thought he could have an opportunity. I don't know where this coaching was at Arsenal though. This sort of offside.
Bro, the pressure was too much at Arsenal. He didn't have time for that. He didn't have time to that.
Yeah.
But that offside trap, man, the way they all push up at the same. You got Mings.
Yeah.
Even Mings is making.
He's technically up there. He's up there. He's mentally up there now.
He's improved as a player.
He's improved. He could actually make an England callback. I'm not gonna lie. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen. You never know. I think from the game, it's interesting. It's an interesting take to see how well United, Aston Villa take their chances and sort of create the chances because XG for their assist, their expected assist was 1.24. Tottenham's was only 0.37. Tottenham are very lackluster. They are. I'm not gonna lie. They're one Harry Kane injury away from actually getting out of Europe altogether.
Said, "I'm gonna get something from this match. I'm gonna dive to get my penalty. I'm gonna score the penalty. And that's it. I got my goal. That was all Harry Kane was thinking about."
Yeah.
I got my, when there's no pressure on Harry Kane's like, I'm going to get my goal and that's it. Like, you got people like Douglas Luiz, I think he scored a free kick. He scored a free kick in this match.
I think it was man of the match as well.
Bro, like, he's scoring free kicks against you and Harry Kane said, I don't care. Like, I've been wanting to leave. You guys didn't want me to leave. I'm just going to put this penalty in the back of the net. Like, we move on. Like, it's enough. Just a lackluster display by Tottenham.
I agree.
Their fans are not happy. They're wishing the season goes.
They need to start doing some levy out chants. That's what they need to do. I think
the only thing they'll be happy about this season is that Arsenal's not winning the league. Apart from that,
they've got nothing else. No St. Totteringham's Day this season. So
there's nothing to be out. They were not even. They weren't close to getting the top four.
No,
that's the thing. They weren't even that close. They were woeful.
And the way they capitulated as well, like behind the scenes as well as on the pitch, has been nuts.
They need a overhaul in the summer. They need a new 100%. Manager, new players, new backrooms. They need everything new. And I don't think Daniel Levy is the guy to do it. He's just a baldy sitting down there
and grabbing all the money. Just give me all the money.
New stadium, I need to pay off the stadium. So Tottenham right now, they're in a sticky situation.
100%.
They need to reevaluate this summer.
They need to think what type of team are they going to actually try and be.
And it all starts, the key to this is selling Harry Kane. That's where the key starts. Don't think that if you hold on to him, you're going to get better and things are going to build a team around him. No, he's 30 years old. You need to sell him and look beyond that and start building. That's the key. Okay. If you don't sell him, you're going to end up with the same setup because no one's trying to go Tottenham. No, I'm not even a footballer like that. And you call me up Tottenham.
Yeah, all right. Devil's advocate quickly. You're saying no one wants to join Tottenham, but leave. So what's the point in selling Harry Kane if you cannot get not a like for like replacement, but if you can't replace those goals.
It's not all the time you need to replace someone like that. Give Richardson a chance. Richarlison. That's why you bought him for 60 million.
Yeah.
That's why you bought him for 60 million.
He's not 60 million rated though.
They're not a team that's looking for replacements right now. Build a team. That's what you need. You sell a big player. Build a team. We know Tottenham's not good with money. When they sold Bill, they signed
Soldado, Capoue, Lamela.
The only players that made sense was Eriksen.
And
Eriksen
and Lamela.
After he left. And Lamela to some extent. Bro, they got Salgado.
Chadley. I remember
Chadley was alright as well. He was alright. It was Soldado that was only scoring pens.
That was terrible.
Paulinho, they had this
wasn't good.
Romanian guy, Chicherish.
Chicherez.
Can you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're not good with spending money. That was AVB.
That was terrible.
Let Kane go and start all over again. That's what that's what you got to do. As an Arsenal fan, I'm telling you, say your best player, you have time to start all over again.
Fair enough. So let us know in the comments below what you would do if you were in charge of Tottenham. Would you sell Harry Kane and look to revitalise the squad?
Right now, Aston Villa is a better team than Tottenham.
Oh, really?
Their projection is better than Tottenham.
Okay, so who's got the better... Wait, so you're saying Aston Villa's got a better projection?
Definitely. They've got a coach that wants to coach. Yeah, they've got a coach that wants to coach. They've got a coach that the players are listening to. He's got a system in place. He's took them from 14, 15 to where they are now.
Lower than that, bro. They were.
Imagine.
I think the longest I remember in 60 is Gerrard. Yeah.
Shitville.
That was Aston Villa's worst ever manager.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the Aston Villa that at the beginning of last season, they were fighting for transfers with Arsenal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So obviously right now I think they're better than Tottenham. Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Especially if they get Europe. If they get any type of Europe. Forget it. And Tottenham don't get Europe. Bro.
So if you were a footballer, well, obviously you're going to say Villa as an Arsenal
I don't know why
fan,
footballers go to Tottenham. Bro, that's my sense. Like people like Basuma that went to Tottenham. I don't know why people
that was such a waste of money. Waste of money.
Why would you go to Tottenham that's never won anything?
Yeah.
What do you want to do? DJ Spence?
I just think
Bro, what are you doing? Why Tottenham?
He even went on loan.
Why Tottenham? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I want them to know what was sold to them. Like, what would they do? Because you're not winning trophies there.
Oh, yeah.
Which manager? What manager will come now? You better just give Ryan Mason.
I don't actually know who would come.
Nagelsmann has just said that you never... Like, obviously, Nagelsmann rejected them, but then Tottenham came out to say, oh, we never were in talks with him, this, that. He was never an option.
That's such a lie. That is such a lie.
Of course he was an option. Who else are you going to get?
If a football club like Villa can sign Unai Emery, surely Tottenham should be able to sign Julian Nagelsmann.
That's what I'm saying. The projection is different, bro.
Yeah, fair
Nagelsmann
enough.
told you no.
Wow, okay.
He said no.
Wow,
so Tottenham right now, they've got a lot of thinking to do.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of thinking to do.
I do wonder who their manager is going to be.
I don't know.
I do wonder, but honestly, I can't even think of a name. Probably maybe someone, the sporting manager, the guy that knocks you guys out.
I can't think of a name.
I've forgotten his name.
Good enough.
Like he's going to be someone that can at least be a sort of.
That's like another AVB.
Yeah, not AVB, but it's someone that can actually make sort of bring an identity to a football club.
AVB.
Nah,
AVB
I don't see him like that.
Went to Chelsea, messed up, and they're like, bro,
But this guy's coming straight from Portuguese league to Tottenham if he goes.
The thing is about Tottenham, they don't even apart from Ryan Mason, they don't even have former players that are trying to get their coaching badges that they can bring in.
Yeah,
they don't even have players.
Not even Lely King wants to be a coach.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they need help, man. Like Jamie O'Hara and them, man. Jermaine Genius, you need to sort sign out.
They're too busy enjoying their lives as pundits. That's the easy life as a footballer.
Like I'm telling you, like as a football team, if your season has gone shit, at least there should be some things you can look forward to. Like, okay, we can get this done. We're Tottenham, like, bro, managerless.
Yeah.
Trophyless.
No academy prospects that are actually shouting.
Imagine that. No youth. You can't even bring the youth
only one that they're trying to hype up is Dane Scarlett right now, who isn't, I don't know as much as anyone else in that academy, to be fair, out of Tottenham.
He needs to go on loan like two more times.
Exactly.
He ain't ready.
Yeah. I think he's on loan right now, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, or he might be in the academy under 21 process.
It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. That's why I don't want to see any Tottenham fans talking. Like, just keep to yourselves.
Fair enough. Okay, we can move on to the next game, which is Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. A 2-2 draw for Frank Lampard. Very interesting. What's that celebration for?
That's the celebration Taiwo Awoniyi was doing.
Oh, is it?
He was going back
telling
to back.
People calm down.
Sterling was like, I'm the guy.
Yeah.
8 goals this season and I was injured.
That's mad. That is actually quite mad because XG has the game as the team's quite close. Sorry, 1.17 to Chelsea, Nottingham Forest on 1.3.
That's that season.
Chances created as well. It wasn't that much between both teams as well. 3 big chances created for Nottingham Forest. Only 2 were created by Chelsea Football Club. So, like again, the only positive I would say coming out of this week is now they are definitely having a new manager next season, which is Pochettino. Maurizio Pochettino is now in charge. I think the question I want to ask you is, what do you do to that squad? Who do you sell and who do you sign as the Chelsea man?
I think Pochettino shouldn't be thinking about signing anybody.
Really?
Don't think about signing anybody. Try and get them playing your game. That's what you should focus on. Because we know Poch plays good football.
He does. He does. No, you can't. I don't think it doesn't matter who you support, even as an Arsenal fan. He plays very good football.
So what he needs to do is get this team playing for him. Get them to trust him.
Yes.
Get them to be on his side.
Yes.
Mentally, physically, everything.
Yeah.
Don't worry about bringing players in. Because they've brought in players. Yeah. You need to try and work with these players.
They brought two players. They brought two teams. They brought two teams. They brought in
players. So I think he needs to come in with the mentality of instilling like a gameplay. This is how I want us to play. This is how we're going to play. That's what he needs to work on. That's what he needs to work on. If they don't finish, then I think their target for next season.
Top 4. It's got to be top 4.
Bro, let's not get too excited. Get Europe. Let's start with that. Get Europe.
Really?
Get Europe.
I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad.
Bro, they don't. I think one place they need to sign
is a number 9.
They don't have a keeper.
Yeah.
Mendy and Kepa are both as rubbish as each other. They don't have a keeper, bro.
Mendy's got holes in his gloves.
Bro,
and so
Mendy's...
Kepa. And Kepa's like got his laces boots
Mendy came back from the AFCON.
That's a replacement Mendy. That's a different Mendy. That's his twin Mendy.
Kepa has always been shit. And he's continued to be shit.
Yeah, it's true.
They don't have a striker. But you know what? They do. Lukaku's coming back.
Oh,
remember, Lukaku's coming back.
Of course, the 90 million man.
Back. He could come back a Champions League winner. Imagine that. So I think Poch the only person you should worry about signing may be a good keeper, but apart from that, you've got players. Work with these players.
Okay.
They've just signed Enzo. Work with these players.
Yeah, I still think they need a number 9.
Yeah,
I still
number
think
9.
Like Lukaku, I think they're gonna give up with him and they'll cut down the price.
They
and try
do
and
have
sell
a
him.
number 9 though, Fofana.
But he's still young though.
Sometimes you have to go like that. Chelsea need to understand right now that financially, they may be up there, but they've signed a lot of players that need to be used.
Yeah.
Right now, I heard news. Poch said he wants to bring the team around Mason Mount. So Mason Mount may not go.
Wow.
He sees Mason Mount somewhere he can build a team around. Thiago Silva's going to leave.
That could be his Dele Alli, to be fair.
Yeah, Thiago Silva's going to leave. They've got defenders already in place.
Yeah.
So I think he just needs to focus on the gameplay.
Okay.
Focus on the gameplay and they need to not give him pressure. But at the end of the day, we know how it all ends. Regardless whether Pochettino does well or not, he's still going to get sacked.
That's the Chelsea lifestyle.
That's how it ends.
That's the Chelsea lifestyle
He's not
of any manager.
Yeah, that's how it ends. So
no, it's true.
It just depends on how long.
What you do within the journey.
Exactly.
Innit?
You're getting sacked at the end of the day.
You're getting sacked at the end of the day. It depends on what you can do in between. That is it. That is literally it. Fair enough. Okay, next game is Southampton versus Fulham. And this game has officially sunk the Saints.
Yes.
2-0 to Fulham. They're relegated now, and I'm not gonna lie.
11 years.
To be fair, to be able to get into the Premier League the way they did, with the players they did, with the manager they did as well, I think they did really well. No, it weren't Poch. It was the guy, English manager. He had glasses, grey hair. I can't remember his name right now. It's fully.
He got them in, but they sacked him.
And they sacked him. Poch came in. Yeah. Poch came in and done something different with that squad. He did. He couldn't even speak English them times. Yeah, the translator those days at Southampton. But looking at where they were and looking at where they are now, they're a much more they were a much more interesting team to watch. They got a nice group of players, to be fair. I think the first question I want to ask you is. When will they be back? Do you reckon they're going to make a comeback next season from the Championship?
They signed a few players this December. I don't know if those players in their contracts have. If we go down, we're leaving.
You keep talking. Let me get up.
Because, boy, I mean, it's going to be hard to come up, but they could come up immediately. But I think their captain's leaving.
James Ward-Prowse.
He's leaving.
I think, do you reckon he gets a move to a mid-table sort of side? Does he go towards a team fighting for Europe? What sort of club does he go to?
Tottenham, Brighton-ish.
Yeah?
Mid-table.
Fair enough.
Mid-table.
I think that's fair enough as well, because I don't see where else he could.
I mean, if you need free kicks being scored, bring him on.
I
don't see anything else to his game apart from that.
Okay, yeah, I don't think he's great.
Dead ball, especially. He's not a great midfielder. Yeah, he's not even a decent midfielder. He's just.
He's just there. He's just there
to. Specialist, bro.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Dead ball specialist.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
Got people like Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
He's only on loan
2
though, isn't he?
relegations in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's. They just didn't do it this season. They were woeful.
I know, I agree.
They were poor this season.
It's true. It's true. I think that the players that I look at and I think are very interesting to me
are 3 managers this season, right?
They've had who was before that Nathan Jones guy?
Hasselton.
Oh yeah, Hasselton. That's it. Him. Then they had the Luton manager.
And he was
Jones.
talking shit, and he had to sack him.
Yeah, and then they're with Ruben Sellers. So I reckon they should keep him. He's not been too bad.
I think he knows about the championship.
Yeah, maybe.
There's a bit of experience with the championship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the exciting players that they have, in my eyes, are Mohamed Salisu.
Yeah,
the Ghanaian centre back. Yeah. I think he's a very interesting prospect.
Yeah, he could get.
I think he could. Yeah, Romeo Lavia is very interesting as well.
Get copped.
Bella Kotchap, I think he's 21 years old. We haven't really seen much of him this season, which is a shame.
He could get copped.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that we haven't been able to see him as much as I would have liked to as well. Gineppo is very good. Livramento as well, the fullback. Yeah, very good player. Gavin Bazuna, the goalkeeper. I don't know whether he would go back to the championship because he was there last season, if I'm not wrong. But maybe he could sign. The
6'7" Nigerian striker that scored one of the worst hat tricks.
Onachu or something like that.
Onachu. That's one of the worst hat tricks ever. Like, I mean, coming from the Belgium league in December, trying to help the team. He hasn't gotten as many minutes as he'd hoped to.
No.
I think go to the championship, get a few goals, get your confidence back. Yeah.
Even Dujic Letakar is a very good centre-back from Croatia. Like, he might be someone interesting to try and sign, maybe for like Wolves. Wolves could do with a centre-back, a proper centre-back.
The team is woeful for Premier League, but Championship they could do a job.
Fair enough. Fulham could do with some centre backs as well. To be fair, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, but the website I'm using, it doesn't really show any release clauses in any of the players at Southampton. But I reckon there are some release clauses in these new signed players from January. There's no way these players like Suleimana's could join in this slot from the French league, and he's saying, "Do you know what? I'm gonna do a year in the Championship." Hell no.
Nobody got time for that.
Exactly. No one's got time for that. We didn't really speak about the game. It is what it is, really, with it.
Yeah, Vinicius and Mitrovic coming back.
Well done. Like, there's nothing much to say. Yeah,
coming back from his 8-match ban.
Oh damn! Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah,
touching up a ref.
Yeah, it's been a while, isn't it?
Scored a goal.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen him.
Congrats for Fulham to stay in the Prem.
Yeah. I thought they'd be on a relegation battle.
Top half finish?
No, not a top half finish.
Not a top. They've dropped that low.
Yeah, they're 10th, so they're just on the boundary. They're just on the boundary, and that's probably thanks to this win. So there's nothing much more to say really about these two teams. Unlucky Southampton, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah, I mean, when Southampton got in 11 years ago was
2011, 2012.
2012.
Yeah,
still secondary school. They spent. They had Pele.
I remember that guy, Graziano Pella. Yeah.
They had some stars.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it all again.
True.
Always about the good memories. Sometimes you need these sad lows to learn from. So I think they'll learn from this Southampton.
100%.
They were getting bantered by Portsmouth because, they're rivals.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
And then they had to tell Portsmouth that, you guys are in League One, though.
Well, they're still above them, so... It is what it is, isn't it?
It's a good one.
Yeah. All right. Well, we can move on now to Man United versus Wolves.
Yeah.
They beat them 2-0. Yeah. Well done. A very poor Wolves side. Again, like I said, they can't create chances and they can't score goals, and they're just as leaky as they are. Good. So, Man United, who were the goal scorers? Let me just have a...
Martial. Who always gets injured. And Garnacho.
Yes.
I feel
that's the key person to talk about today because he just signed a contract as well, if I'm not wrong.
And he's expecting the baby.
Yes, 18 years old, and he's already like...
I mean, if you've got the money, might as well start.
You might as well start a family, innit? If you got the money, start a family.
Good goal by him. Like, he plays much better than Sancho, in my opinion.
Wow.
From the outside looking in, he does a bit more than Sancho.
I think it'll be interesting to see what Man United fans think of Sancho, because it's been, 2 seasons now with him?
This is the second season, still not good.
Yeah.
Anthony as well, not been up to par.
Yeah, exactly.
Should be finishing his chances.
Exactly, 100%. It will be interesting to see what they do next season, but... If they drop out of 4th place, Man United actually need to...
You've got some choice words for Man United as a club because I don't think you particularly think where they are right now.
I don't think they should be happy with it. They shouldn't be. I think Man United as a football club, I think the fans already know this anyway. They shouldn't be happy with where the team is right now. It's a football club that is ran on the ideology of one Scottish guy, Sir Alex Ferguson, who has had to like put this team through like hell. He's had to like put that team first. He's had to have whole of Manchester on his contacts.
To bribe refs.
Yes.
Had to bribe.
I don't know about that. He's had to do everything.
Dodgy stuff, man.
But the thing, like, this is the thing, like, I don't think Man United as a football club are where they used to be back in the day. They haven't won a football game, a Premier League in over 10 years now. Is that a football club that should be reckoning they are a top side?
Do you think
the only thing that is getting footballers to join that team is the money, because that is Man United. That's the biggest football. Yeah, it's the brand. It's the brand. That's what it is. It's nothing else with Man United. It's the brand of Man United that gets footballers into there.
What I'm hearing from you is that you don't think Ten Hag is as good as being perceived. You feel that this season wasn't like he's getting to know his players, getting to work.
He's won a Carabao Cup, which is a footstep into what sort of progression he could make. But they've just been. I still think defensively they've been poor. Like Solskjaer's had a better defensively better Premier League than him during his time as a Man United manager. Ten Hag, I would say, is getting a system. He has got a proper system, I would say, compared to what Solskjaer was, because I couldn't even tell you what Solskjaer's style of play is, to be fair.
Counter-attacking.
Yeah, it is a counter-attacking, but it didn't really suit the players he had. Yeah, but Ten Hag has a better system, especially with the players that he has right now. It's what he wants. But I just feel like it's a bit too much. It's a bit like too much hype, too much talk about Man United being a big team still. They're not there anymore. Man City has overtaken them in that city, has overtaken them with the Premier League in the modern era. So I don't get why we should still be talking about Man United trying to make it into first or second. Well done, Solskjaer done it once, but it was only because Liverpool dropped off that season. Chelsea, I don't think were that great that season either. So I don't get why we should be talking about Man United being this big team.
As a fan of a football club that bottles a lot.
So you are the biggest bottle jobs.
I know when I see a bottle job. I know when I see my fellow bottlers. Ten Hag bottled a Champions League final to another bottling team, Tottenham, 2019. When I saw that, instantly,
the only thing
I didn't see him as a manager that can take United where they want to. United fans, they will argue this and say, he has a philosophy, he knows what he's doing, he wants to build a...
Let's see where that philosophy takes you, though. I think
there are some players he needs to let go of if he wants the club to strive.
I think he's aware. He's a smart enough man to know that.
He's smart enough man, but can he do it?
Yeah, I think he's smart enough to know that. Harry Maguire, I think he'll go.
He needs to do it.
I think he knows. He knows.
If he wants to progress, and let's not forget, I know you don't like me bringing this up, but let's not forget, most of their away matches this season, they were horrible. Liverpool, 7.
Yeah.
Manchester United, 6.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't win away to any of the top 9 clubs.
Yeah.
And personally, if you want to do well in the league, you need to be
better away. You do.
You really need. So he's got a lot of work.
100%. 100%.
Yes, the Carabao Cup was a good foundation.
Yeah.
You can build on that. But this is a big but. But this is a very, very, how can I put it? What's the word I'm looking for? It's a tight spot. Don't think that it's going to be an easy fix. There's still a lot of work to do for Ten Hag and the boys.
I agree. Do not overhype your guy. That's all I've got to say to Man United fans. All this talking about we're going to finish above Arsenal. Like,
don't worry about that. Don't worry. Like, bro, I can even say now, yes, you can have a better season than Arsenal. It's okay, bro.
Yeah.
It's all right. You won something.
Yeah.
We didn't win anything.
Yeah.
It's okay, but you need to understand. You need to know where your club is going because you can't categorically tell me that you are 100% sure
it's
that
only been one
United
season.
is going to be better next season.
It's only been one season with Ten Hag.
No one knows.
It's only been one season.
So I feel that even you, in the long run, if you've gassed him up and said yes, his first season was better than Arteta's first season. Yes, but if next season, if you don't replicate or get better, it's all a waste.
Yeah, exactly. This is why I think United fans shouldn't be talking too much now. It's only been one season.
Let them talk. It's all about the banter, innit? It's all about the banter. Right. Let them talk. But at the end of the day, I'm sure right now, if they don't get top 4, it's on them because it's in their hands. Yeah. It's on them.
I'm only trying to help these United fans not to look foolish because it's only been one season with Ten Hag, and I don't feel comfortable with the way they play in terms of as well as how leaky they are defensively.
Yes.
I just want United fans to make sure that they are not over thinking how good of a manager he is or how good your team is.
The target next season should be top 4.
Yeah,
if any United fan tells me the target next season is challenging for the league,
especially with the likelihood,
you're lying. Your target next season cannot be challenging for the league. You cannot be. It cannot be because I've not seen anything to show that you can challenge for the league.
Nothing tells me that.
You get what I'm saying? I understand. The thing is about United fans, I understand you guys. You're coming from grace. You're coming from we were the world beaters. We've won trebles. We were the title winners. We've won 3 in a row. I understand that, but you need to draw back from that and realize this is where you are right now.
Where you are and where you want to be are two different places.
I understand that. I'm telling you as an Arsenal fan, I get it. 100%. There was a time we were up there as well, invincible, but then we dropped down to only getting top 4. Then after that, we dropped down to 5th, 6th, 7th.
For now, 7 years.
We're getting back up. It's cool. You get what I'm saying? You just need to just lower it down a bit.
Agree. 100%.
Lower it down a bit. 100%. It's all right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No beef. It's all right.
Yeah, no, exactly that. But there's still going to be Man United fans that are going to be crying and hurt from what we say because of what they're expecting.
I understand that's what you want to expect, but you need to learn that.
And then they go home crying when they don't do the things that they want because they haven't got the team for it. So stop.
Right now, what's on their mind is that they want to get bought by the Qataris, but it's not looking like...
It's not happening. So Jim Ratcliffe looks more likely to take charge of it. And I'm not going to lie, him as an owner does not look good right now.
He doesn't look like a sensible guy.
No, he's the owner of the French team Nantes, I want to say. And
Nantes.
No, not Nantes, not that one. Nantes. He's in charge of them. I'm sure it's them. Or it's one of the ends. It's one of the ends. It might be Nice.
I think it's Nice.
No, it's not Nice. It's not. Nice are run properly by a proper guy.
Okay.
Is it? I can't remember.
Anyhow.
No, it might be Nice actually. Sorry. I'm doing flip-flop right now. But it's one of them. Yeah. But he has done so many promises to those fans, right?
And he hasn't
fulfilled nothing. And he sold one of their best players as well, if I'm not wrong.
So,
Gouiri, sorry.
That's Nice then.
So yeah, that it must be Nice. I think it is Nice.
They sold him to who?
I'm sure, or he went from somewhere to Nice. I can't remember. They sold him. And it just looks terrible for that club now. They do not like him.
So if he gets the takeover, then it could just be like another Glazer.
Yeah, it could be another Glazer.
Damn,
I'm not gonna lie.
That.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah,
say less.
To round that up, Man United fans, stop hyping yourselves up. You are not where you guys think you are. Just humble yourselves. That's all I gotta say. Just humble yourselves. Okay, we can move on now.
Yeah.
Now that the rant's over. Everton versus Man City.
Yeah.
Erling Haaland puts Dixie Dean's team to sleep.
In Dixie Dean's backyard.
Yeah, in Dixie Dean's backyard. And Gundogan. I'm not going to lie, Gundogan, he's doing nut stuff this season.
That's what he does.
Especially to the end of the
title winning run. When he gets on that form, they need to win the title and he's wrapped it up.
Yeah, 100%.
Essentially wrapped it up.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's crazy. His heat map shows him as picking the ball majority of the times in the midfield as well as in the box. He is one of these ball carriers, really good ball carriers. And the way he passes the ball, crosses, and his key passes are really good for the game. I think he's a very good player that's just vital to the way that midfield plays.
He turns up when the time is needed.
Yeah, unsung hero.
One of those players who turns up when the time is needed. I want to touch on Everton quickly. They exhausted all their goals last week against Brighton. Okay. That was normal.
5 of them.
I feel the goals Man City scored before halftime, Son Giants would not be happy with the defense. They were very light goals. Those are the kind of goals they wouldn't want to, like the first goal, Gundogan controlled it in the box. And still had time to like flick it in. So the defending was atrocious by
I'm looking
Everton.
at this defense, right?
It
doesn't even feel... Nathan Patterson, if I'm not wrong, this guy was a left back.
It was atrocious.
Mason Holgate is a centre back. He's playing left back.
Rubbish.
You've basically... that's a very mixed match defense.
And I think
Pickford didn't have a good game.
Keeper.
No.
Pickford today showed he is not a good keeper. He's not.
No.
I feel talks need to be had about England's number one this season.
If he gets relegated, do you reckon a big team signs him?
What do you mean by big?
So, big six. Does a big 16... So, does Chelsea sign him?
Chelsea need a new keeper. I don't think he's good enough.
Or, well, for me personally, it's between Chelsea and Tottenham.
It has to be because all the other teams are not.
Or Man United.
Ooh, because Man United do need a keeper. But I think Pickford is not the keeper that's gonna. He's not that guy. He's not that guy, bro.
But I think he's better than Ramsdale, and Ramsdale can do a job for you guys.
He could be better than Ramsdale, but
I can see him doing.
He's a shot stopper as well. The thing about Ramsdale is that he can play out from the back. Apart from being a shot stopper, we had this issue with Leno as well. Apart from being a shot stopper, there needs to be something else to your game. You know what I'm saying? Pickford, if he wants to play at a big team, he needs to learn how to play out from the back.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because that's what they do. Does he have that in his locker?
Let me just compare from today's... he's made more accurate passes than Aaron Ramsdale this week.
He made more accurate passes
than Aaron Ramsdale. Jordan Pickford did.
So they're all on the same level.
They're
all useless together.
Yeah, maybe they're
they're
are.
all useless. It's only. But I mean, you can see the level of keeping in the Premier League. That's why
it's gone so up. Yeah,
individual. Like, well, David De Gea won the Golden Boot. Yeah, I mean Golden Glove.
Yeah.
You can't tell me he's the best keeper in the Prem.
Not right now.
Exactly.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So individual rewards in football sometimes, if you don't look deep, if someone that comes in and says, "Oh, I don't even watch football, but I'm not just looking at the stats." David she must be the best keeper. No, far from it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you need
some stuff are misleading. Yeah,
eye test is very important. But yeah, Pope, Ramsdale, Pickford, bro, that three
mediocre,
very mediocre.
Fair
for
enough.
England, that was once. That had great keepers like David Seaman. Even David James at a time was...
Oh, that's Calamity James there, man.
Before he was Calamity James, David James at a time like... I'm trying to think of who was England number one before Pickford.
Before Pickford, it was Joe Hart.
That was a good keeper.
That was a solid keeper.
That was a title.
He wasn't a playing out the back keeper. He was a solid keeper. He was a traditional.
Before him,
it was Robinson, David James,
Carson,
Rob Green, that era.
Oh my day.
Yeah, where we had to go through some keepers with some holes in their gloves.
Boy, I mean, keeping situation in England right now. You need to look into that.
I think it's a lot better than what it used to be. Like in terms of the way they want to play, like modern football's moving. But in terms of shot stopping, are they better than the likes of Joe Hart? I don't think so.
Maybe Nick Pope.
Maybe. Yeah,
he's a good shot stopper.
Yeah. But I think that's actually a good conversation to have for another time.
Yeah.
All right, we could move on then to Brentford versus West Ham United.
Yeah.
West Ham United losing this game 2-0 to Brentford. I think West Ham United now need to start looking at the Conference League rather than looking at the league, because I think, I'm not going to lie, personally, I think there's 3 worse teams than West Ham in my eyes. I think they are probably going to be safe come to the end of the season. If they had won today, they would have been guaranteed. They've only got 2 more games left. So I reckon they do it. I reckon they stay here. So I think their focus should be on the Conference League. Yeah. And it's looking very interesting because they've just beaten AZ Alkmaar.
2-1 came back from behind.
Yeah, in the semi-finals, I think that was. So they got who they got in the final now.
If they win, yeah.
Yeah, if they win.
They've got the winner of
Fiorentina, right?
And
who was it? Let me have a go at looking at it. If I'm not wrong, it is Basel.
Basel.
Yeah, Basel. Yes, that's it. Basel. So it's going to be. So I reckon
From
it's
the
a very
Swiss league.
Yeah. From the Swiss.
Yeah.
From the Swiss, not Swedish. Yeah, exactly that. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do in the conference. I have them as favourites, and to be fair, if they do win it, they go on to Europa League. So it could that could be a very interesting season next season.
It helps them.
Yeah, it helps them a lot winning it.
To sign players, sign good players.
Yeah, especially now that Rice is going to be moving on. So
yeah,
it's got to be interesting.
You never know. Brentford are still waiting when they're going to ban.
Tony. Yeah, I know. We say it every week and it's still not happened. I think it's going to be something for next season.
Something for next season.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something for next season. But that's going to
affect whether he's going to leave the club or not because.
100%.
Brentford's coach is stating that he's worth 100 million. Like, bro, shut up. Shut up.
I know he scored like 20 goals this season.
Can you see how the transfer market has just been warped? Man, people are just talking about 100 million. Like, what do you mean he's worth 100 million? Relax. Relax.
How old is he? 27, 28?
Take it easy. Take it easy. You could get a good amount of money for him, but don't say 100
not that
million.
much. I agree.
Don't say 100 million.
Yeah, that's too much.
Come on. But good win for Brentford.
Very good win.
They're 8th, 7th.
I don't think they're going to do much in terms of fighting for Europe now. Yeah, they're 9th, so they're too far away from it.
So they can progress later on in the season.
Yeah, exactly.
Later on next season.
Yeah, exactly. So very good manager, very good team. Let's hope we can see a bit more of a push for Europe from them because I think there's been too many moments where they've fallen off. Yeah. So we'll have to see what they can do next season. Last game of the week, and it is Arsenal versus Brighton at the Emirates Stadium. Brighton win 3-0.
Arsenal got flogged.
Arsenal didn't want to win. Arsenal have handed Man City the Premier League trophy in this game.
Yes. Now physically,
this game.
I think against West Ham, when we drew, or against Southampton when we drew, one of the two, we handed it to them with one hand. And said, it's here.
I think that was the West Ham one for me.
Here.
For me, that was West Ham. Yeah.
Today it was not like, yo.
Yeah, like this is fully yours. This is fully yours.
We're not on it.
No, we don't want it. We don't want it. I don't want it.
The pressure's too much.
Yeah.
We're not good enough. Just take it. But you guys were top 4 the longest. No, we don't want it. We don't want it. Like, bro.
Just give me a bottle. Just give me a bottle.
I'm all for the banter.
Just give me the bottle. That's what Arsenal said.
We're going to take all the banter.
Yeah, exactly.
As Arsenal fans, we're used to it. But nobody can tell me that the reason why they're giving me or giving Arsenal fans the banter because we were gassing ourselves up. Like, do you expect me to be humble when I'm top of the table? It's not possible, bro.
Especially with a squad that shouldn't be doing this.
Bro, it's not. We were whipping boys left, right, and centre. You expected me to be I'm not sure we're going to... Fuck off, man. I'm on it. Of course I was going to gas it up. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean? Like,
I think I would have been in the same situation if it was my team.
Even if I knew at the back of my mind it could flop, bro. When last time you guys are talking nonsense, I'll talk my shit. So I understand, the banter will come because you know when Arsenal fans talk, people it irks them. They don't like it. They don't like it. I know this whole season they were like, oh shit, I hope we don't win it. I hope they don't win it. I hope they don't win it. Yeah, now it's come to realization. You're gonna do your banter for 1-2 weeks. Yes, we bottled it. Back again next season. That's how it goes. I think
that's what it's gonna be now. How do Arsenal now push on? Are they gonna have a drop off like Liverpool? Are they gonna actually progress now as a team?
Who knows?
Because this is a very young side, fair enough, and I feel like you're just missing the experienced players in these.
That's what I'm saying.
In these sorts of times in the season,
we need to some players dropped off this season near the end. Saka dropped off. Partey dropped off. I would say for Partey, trying to look at the other side of it, I felt he needed to do a lot more work when we had certain players out of the team, but at the same time, he's an experienced player. He should have led.
He should have. I don't think he has any excuses for the way.
The experience was very important.
He's done it with Atletico Madrid as well.
It's very important.
He has no reason to.
That's why when Gary Neville said that Manchester City would come and get Arsenal, he was looking at the experience side of things. Like these guys they've never won it before.
No.
So I think them losing it now will give them a learning curve. Just like the way last season with top 4, they learned from it. Hopefully, they'll learn from this. Arteta needs to be more ruthless. We need to also remember...
I think he will be. I think by the rumours that are coming out anyway about selling your youth players, I think it's going to be very ruthless.
We need to remember that I can't think of any manager that started their managing career and 4 years into it, they're challenging for titles.
Yeah.
In the Premier League.
In the Premier League. Yeah, in the Premier League, it's been...
In the Premier League,
it's unheard of.
It's not easy. But at the same time, we had it in our hands and we bottled it.
And then you bottled it.
We bottled it.
You are the biggest bottle jobs.
Going forward, Arteta needs to sign players that are going to go straight into the first team. No... Oh, he's going to be a good bench player. He's going to be good to challenge. No.
Straight first team. It has to be.
You need to build on this.
You need replacements for Partey, Xhaka.
You need to build on this.
You need a left back, a proper right back.
You need to build on this.
You need a proper number 9. I feel like that's too many players to try and find in one window.
You need to try. You need to try.
Fair enough, but that's a big operation.
Because now you have a foundation to stand on. You finish second now. It's not like you struggle to finish second. You are comfortably the second best team in the Premier League. Yeah. The points difference from second to third is massive.
Yeah.
It's massive.
It is
now
massive.
You need to build on it. That's all I want.
I just personally feel like with Champions League as well coming,
they're gonna learn.
I think you're gonna drop off in terms of performances.
They're gonna have to learn.
You're gonna come third or fourth next season.
They're gonna have to learn. Because I don't see any other team challenging City. I don't see any other team challenging City.
For me personally, I don't see Liverpool having as bad a season as they had this year.
But I don't see them challenging.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not easy.
No, it's not.
It's not easy having the season Liverpool had last season.
Yeah.
And having this season. Last season they were challenging on all fronts.
Yeah.
Then this season it's a thing of like, wow.
Trying to get top 4 now.
Wow, what's happened? So mentally, they're coming off of we were one of the best teams in the league, best teams in the world.
Yeah.
So now we're struggling to get points on the table. Then to go up again, that it's the spike. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But at the end of the day, I thank you guys for the memories. I really loved shouting and insulting other fans this season. I loved it. I loved it. Like
you can't shut up on Twitter.
I enjoyed it. Like fans were talking shit. I was talking shit right back. Like even now, I can still talk shit because I know the thing is what they need to understand is that us boiling it will not mean that Arsenal will keep quiet. It's impossible. Arsenal fans cannot keep quiet.
Yeah, AFTV shows that.
We will take the banter, yes, but there are sometimes you're talking to me, for example, you're talking to me as a United fan. You got held 7 this season. I can talk about you as well. You can say, oh yeah, but we won a trophy. Okay, but you held 7. Ton of Chelsea fans will say, oh, we had a bad season, but we had the same trophy as you. Yeah, but you were like, what? 12, 13, 14? Like, bro, at the end of the day, we still have something to say. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's no way I'm going to let you just talk to me and I'm going to look at it because, bro, your season was shit. Yes, we didn't win any trophies. You didn't win any trophies, but your season was woeful.
It was just as bad.
Don't try and just write it off and be like, oh yeah, and you spent money.
Close to $1 billion, innit?
Bro, come on, man. So at the end of the day, like you can't expect me to be taking all this in so and I'll keep quiet. Yeah, I'll laugh about it. It's banter, but bro, look into your team sometimes because I know some of this is coming from the fact that you guys, your team didn't do fuck all this season. Yeah. He didn't.
The swearing's coming out.
I'm so sorry. Apologies. But some of your teams, you didn't do nothing this season. Yeah. And just because we're finishing on the same amount of trophies, you think we're the same. Bro, I'm hating to break it to you, but we're not the same, bro. Yeah. Well, you can make it seem like we're the same. Cheers to you, but you know deep in your heart that, we're not the same. So here's what it is. Gunners for life. We go again. Go again next season. Yeah, you know what it is. We go again. We go again next season. It's a shame. The boys, they know they messed it up. Arteta knows he messed up. All I want is to learn from it. That's all. It's painful, but learn from it. I would have rather us done a third, fourth, but we were first for 90%.
Yeah.
We broke a record for being on top for the most
amount of times and not winning the league.
Like, come on, what do you mean?
That's a different type of record to have. That's nuts. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is nuts.
Why are you boiling it? Yeah. But it's what it is, man.
You are the biggest bottle jobs in the Prem.
Yeah, we are. We'll take it. Yeah. We'll take it.
Cool.
We'll take it.
And that wraps up our Premier League roundup of the game week. Yeah. So we can now move on. I feel like now that there's 2 games to go, we can do a season review. Okay. So the first question or the first category we're going to look at is who needs to improve. A very simple one, I think, because there's only 2 teams that come to mind for me, Liverpool and Chelsea. Who else could you really say that needs to improve or has to improve?
I spoke about them Tottenham, I spoke about
But
them.
Tottenham, bro, we said it already. We don't know what the direction of Tottenham's going to be next season. They need to improve, but we don't know how because we don't know who the manager's going to be.
Exactly.
We don't know who the director of football will be. There's that football team is that football club. Sorry, not the team, but the club in general is lackluster, and they're going to be poor. They're going to be poor next season.
You know what? Personally, if I want to keep it a buck.
Yeah, go on.
I want to keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Liverpool don't really need to improve.
Well, if they get fourth, then I think it would probably be trying to do a little bit better or try and achieve the same target. But Chelsea, they can't finish 11th again or 12th.
Money has been spent already.
Exactly. So and you got a proper manager in place. You need to improve.
Definitely.
You need to improve.
Definitely. Chelsea, they need to wake up.
I agree. Yeah, they need to wake up. 100%.
They need to wake up. I don't mind them being 11th again. Don't mind.
Of course not.
Don't mind. But as a football fan, you're just looking at them like you spend this amount of money.
And you're doing what with your team?
All these players that you've signed that have great potential, languishing.
They're doing terrible.
Like, come on, bro. Like
the only exciting one that's coming in January, I think, is Noni Madueke.
Even that, no, you mixed it. The only exciting one that came. Yeah, he as well, he did. And they've got Nkunku coming as well in the summer. Yeah. Like, bro, they're just ruining players. Man.
Yeah, they got that right back, from Lyon as well. I've forgotten his name right now.
The guy, I know you're talking about Gasol. No, not Gasol.
I can't remember his name.
I know exactly
his name slipped my mind, but but he's coming next season as well. It'll be interesting.
They need to win sign.
Yeah, they need to. They need to be challenging at least. Minimum challenging at least something. For a domestic cup or sign. Yeah. It has to be something like that.
Help. They need help. Exactly. Another team that needs to improve that I'm just thinking of, and I'm like, because I don't want them to just be in the same position that I thought they were going to improve with Pachi Vieira.
Oh, Palace.
I think Palace have the potential to try and get into the top half.
The thing with Palace,
Fulham can do it, they can do it.
The thing with Palace though is that they're missing one or two key players to sort of try and get them in these sort of top halves. If they lose Zaha, then they need to sign another winger. They need a number 9.
Need to get rid of
a proper number 9.
Get rid of Mateta.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
they've got the potential to go to be where Aston Villa
for the exciting group of players that they got. They should be doing better.
They need a good manager. Pachi Vieira was the manager for them, but they just didn't give them enough time. I'm gonna keep on saying it on this podcast. They sacked my guy a bit too early. They sacked him early, and then they had all the easy fixtures to go. And they're telling me Roy Hodgson is the guy that didn't know he didn't. They just sacked Patrick early. I'm gonna keep saying it. You have blood on your hands.
Fair enough. All right. So the two teams that we think needs to improve are Chelsea and Palace. Yeah. Fair enough. Cool. Yeah. Next question is to do with the championship. Shout out to that. Yeah. So who's coming up in the championship playoffs? So the teams that are currently in the playoffs, it's finalized and it's official.
They've played the first legs, mate.
Oh, what?
I told you they've played the first leg.
Sorry.
Sunderland.
I'm so far off.
Sunderland
won.
Sunderland beat Luton 2-1 thanks to Diallo.
Yeah, I'm at Diallo,
free kick to equalise, I think.
Yeah.
Even though Luton scored first, and then Middlesbrough and Coventry did a 0-0.
Oh, okay. So, who would you like to see come up?
Who would I like to see?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a lot of hearts everywhere. So I'm going to say why I would want this team to go because of this reason.
I have a team in mind.
Oh, you've only got one?
I have a team in mind that I think that you're going to say.
It's part of it.
Okay.
Say it.
Is it Middlesbrough?
Middlesbrough is part of it because of Chuba.
Yeah.
Because he was an Arsenal player. And I feel that what he's done this season deserves him to play in the Prem. And Michael Carrick, he's a good manager. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Top goal scorer for Chuba on 28 goals.
Yeah. From like a free roaming midfield.
Yeah.
Done his thing. Luton, because of the way their stadium is structured, that just looks fun.
That's a crazy. That stadium is set up like a cooler shop.
Bro, they've got entrances on the main road,
that's what I'm saying,
there's 2 houses next to them. Bro, I need to see that in the Prem.
That football stadium is a detached terrace, bro.
I need to see that in the Prem.
That's such a weird football stadium. I need to see that in the Prem.
And Coventry, because I lived there for like 4 years. Yeah, I lived in Coventry. So if Coventry gets to the Prem, it's like, wow, like, Yo,
yeah. You might see
we've got a connection.
Yeah.
Sunderland, I couldn't give two, bro. Like,
we've seen them up here. It's gonna be boring if they come back.
If they come back, I'm not gonna lie. The Newcastle fans are gonna take the piss.
Oh yeah, 100%. I forgot about that. That rivalry is gonna look a bit nuts. Yeah, that's true. So for me personally, actually, so who's your one? You said like Middlesbrough.
I've said the three that I wouldn't mind.
Oh, okay, fair enough. For me personally, it would be Middlesbrough. I think the reasons of Michael Carrick. I was gonna call it. I mean, he's such a good manager. He might be foreign. Yeah, Mikel Carrick. But like he's a very good manager. He's doing really well with Middlesbrough. They got a very interesting squad as well. Chuba Akpom's doing really well right now. I like Cameron Archer as well. He's not too bad.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Continue.
Go on.
I just wanted to say sorry to the Sunderland fans.
Why?
I know we've got a lot of you on our subscriptions lists.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
It would be nice to see.
Oh, Luke O'Nien! If he comes to the Prem, that would be a bit nuts.
It would be nice to see him in the Prem.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry. I'm sorry.
I really like the centre back Dale Fry. This is one of the key ones. He won the World Cup with the under-17s, if I'm not wrong, or the
England under-17s.
England, one of them ones. He was one of them.
Okay.
He was around
the Niles, Foden.
Yeah, this guy's 25 years old. Yeah, he's 25 years old, and he's a very interesting centre back. He's English. Very ball playing. And I really like him, and I want to see what he could do in the big Premier League next season. A big shout out to him. I've known him from my times on FM. Not gonna lie, I signed him for, can't remember who it was. I took the team from League One to the Prem, and I took him up with me when I signed him. Baller. He was a baller on the FM. I'm not gonna lie. So that's how my affiliation with Dale Fry comes from personally. Firstly, I would like to see him do well. Yeah. But yeah, for me, it's Middlesbrough. I'd like to see Middlesbrough back up. Especially like the back in the day, right, with Gareth Southgate. They were terrible. I want to see a different version.
I like Middlesbrough when McLaren was their manager. They had a couple of
McLaren,
when they went to the UEFA final.
Oh, okay,
They had people like Ray Parler, Yakubu,
give it to the Yak.
Viduka.
I remember Hasselbank there.
Mendieta. They had Zenden. They had players then. They had players then. So
even moving a bit more forward though, under Gareth Southgate, Tuncay Şanlı.
Yeah.
That guy was a baller in the Turkish league. Stuart Downing.
That's Bucky's Premier League heritage.
Yeah, that is heritage.
I remember the last day they thrashed Man City 8-1.
Yeah.
Remember that, Man City. Remember that.
Yeah, they know their heritage. They're proud of that. They're proud of their heritage because of where they are now. So for me personally, it's Middlesbrough. And that wraps up our podcast for another week.
Yeah.
Hope you were there for the whole ride with us.
Yeah.
So let's see what your comments are. What do you think about Man United? Do you reckon the fans should pipe down a bit? Man United fans, do you think we're just being a bit too stupid with it? Zero ball knowledge and and we'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, man.
Peace.